Good evening or welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. We're going back to Brewdog because I've been enjoying a lot of Brewdog beer lately, and I say a lot, I say a few. I found a few nice ones and I'm hoping this one is another one. Many of you have tried it before, undoubtedly, because it's a very common beer in supermarkets, but I've not tried it, and it is this one. It is 5am Saint, and it is listed as a 5% ABV American Red Ale. And it says 5am Saint is 5 malts, 5% ABV and 5 hops. Okay, it's 6, but you get the idea. That's where order ends and chaos begins. Berry mutating with marmalade, clashing with caramel, colliding with chocolate, reacting with spice and combining with biscuit. As malty as it is hoppy, as anarchic as it is structured. 5am Saint, bitterness and sweetness all neatly messed up in a hadron collider of chaos. Well, it's a lot going on, it says. An awful lot going on. Could be interesting. We'll find out. What else can I tell you about this? Well, we've already covered the fact that it's 5% ABV. It's a 330ml bottle. It's a product of Scotland. It contains approximately 1.3 standard Australian drinks. Are we sure? Are we sure about that, Australia? I know you like your beer. And probably as much as we do. You have more opportunity to have lots of beer on good weather. We don't, unfortunately. We have pretty poor weather over in the UK. Anyway, I'm waffling. 1.3 standard drinks. I'm going to have to find out all about that. Probably something the Portman group would have something to enjoy. Anyway, Brewdog 5am Saint. Let's crack her open and see what we get. It's my first 5am Saint. So the pour is verging on mahogany, a light mahogany, clear. Yeah, so it's finished. It's very lightly carbonated. We've got almost a finger of ivory head. Fairly tight bubbles, 1 or 2 big ones, nothing scary. Not bad looking beer. As for the aroma, interesting. Think smoother punk, think slightly hoppier, a more complex hop profile than punk. I'm liking where this is going. Just realised I've left my headphones on around my neck. I've been doing a lot of listening of good music. I'll be doing some video editing after this. I've been listening to some Gojira. There's a bit of a competition going on the Gojira whale posting page on Facebook. If you're not a member and you do enjoy Gojira, go check it out, because currently you've got the art of dying in competition with flying whales, and at the minute flying whales is not doing so well. So go and give your whales some support, ladies and gents. Anyway, the beer, Brewdog 5am Saint. Smells nice. I'm getting more hops. I'm not getting a huge amount of sweet sort of malt. I'm getting a little bit of caramel. It suggests there's some biscuit flavours going on, some berries, a bit of marmalade, even chocolate and spice. So let's taste it and see what we get. Cheers. Okay. An interesting first taste, because the first taste was a little bit artificial flavoured. A little bit soapy. Trying to figure out what that could be. I'm hoping it's not intended to taste like fairy liquid. It's well within date. It's about a month or so old. It's got, I think they put about a year on these, and it's February 2020, so we're in March. Yeah, well, it's end of Feb, so it's only a few weeks old at most. Okay, so less of that on the second sip. I'm not really getting berries, I'll be honest. Marmalade maybe. I I can see where they're coming with that, and the caramel definitely on the nose and in the finish. Chocolate, I can't really say I can taste chocolate, but then again everyone's taste buds are different, so the brewer or the taster may well have got that. I'm going to say spice and combining with biscuit. Let's see. Okay, maybe that almost soapy type flavour up front. That could be maybe some kind of spice that I'm not overly familiar with. I don't know. And the biscuit, yes, I can get the biscuit in the malty finish. Definitely. Okay. Have to do a little bit of reading on the hops and the malts that are in here, in case any of those are imparting their own unique character on the beer and giving it that kind of, I hate using the word soapy flavour up front. Which fades as you drink it. You know, it's less obvious. So maybe it's something that's intended as a spice flavour, I don't know. I'll find out on the hops and see what I can see if I can put it down to anything in particular. Okay. What do I like? Well, I like the marmalade-esque flavour. There is a little bit of that going on. The caramel and the biscuit in the malty finish. Yes, I like that. It's balanced, given that. You know, there's a sensible amount of hop versus the malt finish. It's not out there, it's not going to offend anyone. But I'm interested as to what the opening flavours are. Now, if I'd have just had one sip and put it down, I've made my judgment after one sip, that would be remiss of me, I think. I think getting those few extra sips down to kind of allow the beer to do its thing on your tongue, coat all the taste buds and let it work on the sweet buds, the sour buds and everything in between buds. It changes the profile of the beer as you taste it. And it's definitely one that grows on you. It does. It's a grower. Doesn't give its first impression isn't the best, but as you sip into it, it gets better. So, before I finish it off and fail to have enough left to take a photograph of the Instagram page, which is incidentally linked in the comments below, in the description below, I will leave that there and I will make a bit of a decision. Let's give it a score. Well, Brewdog's 5am Saint. Would I buy it again? Well, I paid £1.80 for one. Yeah, £1.80 for one of these. I just bought the one that time because there wasn't anything else I fancied. So £1.80 for a 330ml bottle. Is it worth £1.80? Yeah, probably. It probably is. Would I buy it again at £1.80? Yeah, I probably would. If you'd have asked me after one sip, I'd have said no. But after a few sips, I've had, what, about a third of the beer? Maybe a little bit more. It's improved. It's a grower, like I say. I like those kind of pithy orange taste that just gets you at the back of the tongue. I like the finish. I like the balance. Would I change anything? Yeah, I'd probably change the opening note, and I'd probably make it a little bit more hoppy because I like hoppy beers. But on the basis of it as presented to me, I would give it about 3.5. About 3.5 for Brewdog's 5am Saint, which, like I say, it's the opening note that really dulls it for me. And there's something in there that I'm not overly keen on in that kind of, we'll call it the spice flavour. It doesn't work for me personally. But if you powered it up with some hops, maybe add a little sweetness to them with a little bit of citrus, say, or a lot more citrus if there's any in here, it'd work better for me, I think. Add a little citrus edge to the to the flavour. But then again, I might as well just go and get a bottle of punk, you know. Horses for courses. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, this has been Brewdog's 5am Saint. I've been Nick, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye.